Yo, what's going on? Good morning, friends. Let's see here. We got sound. There we go. Wait a minute. It's still doing it now. That is wild. The microphone is coming through my speaker somehow. Hey, what's up? Just give me a second while I figure this out. There we go. Hey, good morning, friends. Welcome back to another update. Let's see what's going on. Welcome back, YouTube. If you're new with me, what's up? I'm Master Friend. I call out price action like nobody's business. So it looks like we've hit our weekly objective here, the previous week high. If you guys remember, I was looking to get above this purple shaded area here after our sell side sweep, front running this swing low here in the weekly chart and aiming for previous week high. I was not aiming for previous week low. I was aiming for right here, and we have hit that today. So let's take a look in the 15-minute. Well, let's go in the daily chart first. Okay, so we were using that daily swing low as a means to get up into these price points. And yeah, that was pretty sweet. So we got above the purple box. We used it as support. We did wick through a little bit. We hit, I think, a 4-hour fair value gap in here. And then used that as a catalyst to close above the down close candle. A little vacuum block in here. She did the old Hawk Tua right up to the targets. Let's go into a 15-minute chart. Just take a peek. Oops. Just take a peek at that there. So actually, let's go to 4-hour. Just make sure that that was the gap. Yeah. Yeah, this guy right here. And that's that price point right there. That's her. So she came down, bapped that gap, dug just a little bit through, and then seen some sensitivity. Finally closing above the down close candle here and that purple shaded area. Look at the respect of that with the fair value gap in here. Beauty. Absolute beauty. And then she launched in that black area there. It should be red. And it was labeled previous week high. And bam, look at that delivery. Man, we were looking for something funky to happen in the afternoon today, and I'm not surprised it did nothing. I was looking for it to want to reprice down into here. It looked like it was going to give it to me about the end of the day, and she just petered on around. I'm still looking for something down here. I was maybe thinking earnings could drop it down into these relative equal lows if it wanted to get a little funky. Yeah, there's some news out of the White House today, and earnings report and some Chinese activity. So I was looking for some doom drop. So it didn't materialize. So I'm going to get rid of all this. Now that targets are acquired, weekly objective is met. We called the bottom. We ripped to the high. Yay, me. Now what? Well, we have a banking holiday tomorrow. So this is where I just sit put. Typically, I'm not looking for anything sharp to happen. All right. Just so you're aware. I just want to use this as a measuring stick. This was the close of this candle, and this was the open. So this is an old week opening gap. I'm just noticing how we closed above the midway point and the upper quadrant. So that's awesome. This is going to be a price point that I'm interested in. And then you might ask why? Because it's an interesting price point, wouldn't you say? So essentially, I'm going to be aiming for these relative equal highs up here. I don't think we're going to get that this week. Likely next week, but we do have that swing low, which is amazing. So like these next 2 days, you guys, I'm in chill mode. Okay, I was in chill mode today, didn't do diddly squat. Tomorrow, likely the same thing. Friday, we're gonna see Friday. Okay, I might have a surprise for you on Friday, but we'll see what happens with price action. If it's in agreement with me, then I'll kick off a live with you guys in the members area. I know it's been a little stagnant in that department. Price action has just been so freaking grouchy. Like the risk that I'm putting up is like even I was round tripping and losing trades October, like pretty much all of October. And even now it's been in and out burger scalps, like nothing really super obvious. I think I had like one dynamic trade all month, and yeah, like I caught the Judas for this ride up, but I missed this ride down. And yeah, it's just, we had one day here Monday, but yeah, it's just been really weird price action. Most of our runs have been in Asia. Like even this candle here, you'd think, okay, yeah, yesterday ran quite handsome. But if you take a look at when that day started, that's right here. So a lot of that range was made in Asia and throughout, some of London. And then it just, continued and basically doubled up. But, I would argue that the majority of that range was made in Asia session was just not too favorable. Even I was looking at this morning and I sat it out. I didn't do squat. I was like, no. And many of my private students were glad they sat it out too. And then, if it becomes obvious, sure, but that's not obvious to me. Like it might have been to you, and great, I applaud you. But this was just a lot of garbage this morning. It looked like it was going to Judas up and then run down. Now that I look at it in hindsight, hit the old week opening gap, consequent encroachment, see sensitivity. I mean, that's a beautiful trade right there. That right there, that's military grade beautiful. Offers 354 ticks. That doesn't mean you're going to capitalize on all of it, but that's a handsome payday right there. And with a drawdown of 1 tick, so that's a beautiful trade right there. As long, if you're content with just whatever, you're not always going to get that run down. And here there's the testimony to that. But yeah, again, like if I was playing this, I definitely would have been short just because of the first Judas up and then the close below the up close candles here. Absolutely, I would have been short on that. Likely would have round tripped again. Just simply following the rules. So, but anyway, that's going to be kind of what's going to happen Friday if we can get jiggy with it. Where else was I going with this? So what are we looking at for the rest of the week? Look, just because my objectives have been met, I'm not really interested in anything, just so you're aware. But gun to my head, if I was looking for something, I would have this. Oof, that's a tough call. Do I use the inversion fair value gap with the... Well, let's use both. Let's see what happens if I do both. Where do those levels sit? So they're not too equal. I kind of like that a little bit better, just because those two line up much closer together than the other way. If we're going to accelerate tomorrow and Friday, I'm going to be aiming for this, and I'm going to paint it purple just because I don't know. I just don't know. Are we going to snap through it, or are we going to stop dead in our tracks there? And then, yeah, we'll hang out Friday, likely. It's looking really good. We've busted through some bearish arrays, and it's looking really bullish right now. So, yeah, we might have called the bottom, at least for now. And hopefully Christmas is a good time. What's up, everybody? Who do we got in here? My computer's so far away. Yo, shout out Davies, Wild Deuces, Chasma. Is that Mazuka? Is that Bazooka? No, that's VIP friend. What's up, bro? Cisco, John Connor. What's up, man? Martin. Hey, Wildberries, how you doing? I hope you're doing great. I hope you got your discipline in check and you got your robotic rules managed. And hopefully this Christmas is going to be good to you. YouTube is using our original names. I don't know what other names would there be. So yeah, this was awesome. I love when things are obvious and on side and things just do stuff. So let's go into a 2-hour chart. This is where I'm going to use, this is the magic. Okay, this chart is my magic chart. Now again, this isn't, my expectations have been met. I just want you to understand that, okay? But if price was to go anywhere, I'd want to see a top above this purple shaded area. And in a 15-minute chart, a fair value gap right there. Okay, we do that. And we close inside this purple box. I think there's something much more bullish going on here. Back to the weekly chart. If we close above these 2 consecutive down close candles, I'm going to be a happy camper. We're going to be aiming for the all-time high. Keep it light, keep it tight, take a nice day off. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Be safe, especially you, wild berries.